What's going on, guys? Chunky finally back here on my channel. Sorry for the delay. I am back with a game review, this time for Call of Duty World War II. Now, if you can guess from the title, Call of Duty has finally come back to World War II. It's finally gotten back to its roots, and it's promised us traditional boots on the ground combat. But with a few World War II games, or World War I games I should say, with Battlefield 1 being released in the recent years, how does it stack up? Well, let's find out. So annually, I like to think of Call of Duty as a big package of sorts, from a campaign to a multiplayer to some sort of zombies-esque mode. And Call of Duty World War II has all those things, so I'm going to separate my review into those three categories. Let's start with the campaign. Now, firstly, throughout the 6 or 7 hour campaign, Call of Duty World War II puts you in the boots of Private Daniels. You're pretty much an average soldier, and you go through what I feel is the sort of greatest hits of Call of Duty missions. Now, the D-Day landing is here again. There are a few cool missions inspired by shows like Band of Brothers and even Saving Private Ryan, apart from the D-Day mission. However, I thought it was good. It was average to good. It was better than average, but I still feel like it's missing something. I feel like the story is somewhat forgettable. It's just bland. The moment-to-moment gameplay is really good thanks to the actual mechanics and the shooting mechanics, but I feel like the campaign is it's just okay. It never really exceeds. It's not a gripping story. You know, I just played Wolfenstein 2, and that just kind of blew this out of the water in terms of story. I can commend it for actually wanting to focus on the characters, more on the characters and the relationships between, you know, these soldiers, kind of that camaraderie, you know what I mean? And it doesn't really hit when you have moments of overblown, quite unrealistic scenes of action. So I feel like it's just a hodgepodge. However, you know, after my time with it, I didn't think it was terrible. I didn't think it was bad. It was just average. The cutscenes though look amazing. There's a lot of really cool facial scanning technology, and there's a high presentation here. It's still, you know, there's a lot of gritty colors, and it looks great. It's one of the better looking shooters that you can play out there. So at the moment, the campaign is just acceptable, but I wouldn't necessarily buy it just for the campaign. Next up, multiplayer. Now, multiplayer is more or less the crux of Call of Duty and what it has been for a while. So basically, being a World War II game, it is boots on the ground combat. Forget all that jetpack bullshit, forget all those stupid gadgets and future weapons. This is back to its roots. So realistically, if you enjoyed any of the previous World War II Call of Duties, you know, I'm going back to mainly Call of Duty 2 per se, it's good. You know, you have a solid gunplay, you know, system. The mechanics are fantastic. There's a lot of weight to the weapons. Everything sounds great. The progression system is pretty even. There is a kind of a loot box supply drop system, but it's not necessarily forced on you. Progression's pretty basic. You have your classes. This time it's divisions. You have like your infantry, airborne, mountain, expedition, and armored. They all work very similar to each other, except they have specific perks subject to that division. But whatever division you choose, you're not necessarily locked out. You can unlock each division quite easily and then play to your strengths and figure out which division is better for you and what perks you like, more or less. However, the progression system doesn't really do much new. It doesn't break new ground. It sticks to what it does best, and for that, it works. It's a very solid multiplayer mode. The maps are quite varied. There's a lot of weapon variety as well. So overall, guys, this is a great multiplayer experience. I wasn't expecting anything less, and definitely buy it for the multiplayer if you bought it for anything. Now, last but not least, Nazi Zombies. Nazi Zombies is back. However, it's much like the campaign. It's a hodgepodge of what we've seen come before it. It's a mixture of what Treyarch and Infinity Ward have done with these modes. I think the grittiness and the darkness and the violence from the original Nazi Zombies in World at War is back. However, the objective modes are also, you know, the objectives are also back. It's a lot deeper than just shoot Nazis and progress and see how long you can last. There is a few objectives, there's a few things to open, a few things to do, things to find. I personally don't like that style of play. I just want to survive as long as I can and kill zombies. However, I'm not going to say it's bad. It's definitely adding variety, it's adding depth, and it's just making the mode a little bit more entertaining if you're looking for something more. However, guys, That's not really necessarily different. It's hard to speak about these things when World at War 2, Call of Duty World War 2 is just, it's playing it safe. It's tweaking what's needed, but playing it safe and really going off what the fans want. The fans wanted something that was going to remind them of Call of Duty 2, remind them of what they used to love in these World War 2 shooters, and it's kind of giving you just that. Overall, this package is a great one. It's just, it's held back by a few little, I don't know, it doesn't seem dated. It's just a little bit bland in areas. It's a little bit uninventive, but it is solid at what it does. It knows what it wants to be, and it does just that. What it is, though, isn't really inventive. It's not going to reinvent the wheel. This isn't a new shooter. It doesn't have any new ideas as far as Advanced Warfare, Infinite Warfare. They actually did. They tried to do more with the actual franchise than World War II does. So at the end of the day, guys, this is a solid shooter. If you like World War II games, you're gonna love this. This is great. It's true to the time. It looks fantastic. It plays even better. And at the end of the day, guys, multiplayer is the best facet of this game. So if you like multiplayer, if you like what COD has been, up until maybe Advanced Warfare, it is very solid boots on the ground combat. It gives you what you did want if this is what you wanted. And at the end of the day, guys, I'm going to give this a solid play. Like I said, it's not perfect. It has a few issues, but it's better than most of the competitive shooters out there at the moment. It's probably Battlefield 1's main competitor, and I would say go out there and pick it up. That's it from me, guys. If you liked the video, please leave a like down below. If you've played Call of Duty World War II, comment down below. Tell me what you think. And most of all, guys, you know the drill. Subscribe. You'll be doing me a huge favor, and please join that journey to 100 subscribers. We're almost there, and I can't wait to share that with all you guys. Thank you so much once again. This has been Chunky. Thanks for stopping by my world, and I'll see you soon. Take care.